Hi, and welcome to the Zen Supermom podcast. In the episode today, we will talk about unconditional love. What is it really? Is it just some BS from kids' fairy tales or silly romantic comedy? Does it really exist? And how does it feel? Especially for someone like me, or maybe you, who never really felt accepted and loved and appreciated just the way you are. You always had to try more, do more, be more, just to feel you deserve getting the attention and some breadcrumbs of love. So, is it possible for you to find it, to feel it, to give it to your kids? No matter what, love them always? Let's go together. Let's find out. Hi, my name is Elena. I'm your mommy tantrum specialist, and I'm the founder of the Zen Supermom system. And this is the first podcast to help you increase your stress resistance so that you can become a Zen Supermom and simply do it all while staying calm and happy. Welcome to the Zen Supermom podcast. Hi Supermom, Elena here, your mommy tantrum specialist and the founder of the Zen Supermom system, where we help busy, loving supermoms, just like you, be able to set healthy boundaries with your kids so that you can stop yelling at them and they can stop stressing you out. And today's episode is, it makes sense, right? It's February, everybody talks about love and you're supposed to be feeling all like lovey and things. But if we talk about unconditional love, I can often hear it from women that I meet for like the free assessment calls that I'm doing just before we admit anybody, before we enroll them inside the Zen Supermom program. I'm always meeting with them personally to check if we can help. And often we start talking about this topic of, well, what is really? How would it even feel like if I would stop yelling, if I would stop having all these childhood traumas, if I would stop running on that stressed out autopilot? Well, I would probably start enjoying my life more, but how would that even feel like? And then if we start talking about my hair, like how it feels like to feel that you don't feel obliged to fulfill anybody's expectations, that you don't feel like you need to prove or be anybody for anybody else because you love yourself so much. No matter what, like you're happy with yourself. Not saying you're becoming arrogant or selfish or anything, but you don't feel the need to prove anything to anybody else. You don't feel the need to change, because you are already okay on the inside. How does that even feel? So there are lots of women coming to me and asking that question, like, is there really unconditional love? Or is it just that BS fairy tale we tell our girls to wait for the Prince Charming? How does it feel to be unconditionally loved by somebody else? And how would it feel to love myself no matter what? Love my body, love the way I look, love myself fully, my strengths and my talents, but also knowing that I'm not perfect and that I am making mistakes. How would that even look like? So, this is why today I'm not going to do any long rant on this one, because not only we had a lot of long episodes previously, but also because I did an episode already about unconditional love and how does it feel like finding a balance between giving and feeling that unconditional love to others and still keeping healthy boundaries. Because if you're like me, if your childhood was like a happy childhood, but perfectly imperfect parents, they might have been crossing your boundaries. They were pushing you into being that good girl. So you don't want the same for your kids. You don't want to push too hard. But maybe you have already tested if you don't give any boundaries, if you let them do whatever, then you're not okay with that either. Where's the balance? So if you want to go back and listen to that episode that I already did on this topic, it's episode number 10. It was one of the first ones. So go there, have fun with that. And then for those of you who are ready to stop just listening, stop just talking, blah, 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 theory, they're in the clouds, or what it is for somebody else, but I'm still wondering how it's going to feel for me, and am I even capable of doing that because I didn't get it from my parents, then let's stop talking. I have a gift for you. I prepared already a year ago, 31-day, unconditional self-love practice, challenge, call it what you want. It's basically 31-day sequence. Like there are daily invitations for you. There are new shifts, perspectives, focus that will gradually help you build up that understanding and that feeling, little practical exercises to basically take you on a 31-day journey with me. That have the intention, if you go through those 31 days together with me, at the end of it, you will have much better understanding of what that unconditional love might feel like, what it might sound like if it's with the relations to others, and you will get much closer to actually feeling it and bringing more of it into your life. How does that sound? Would it be worth your try? Now, I know if you're listening here to this podcast, the chances are you're like super busy super mom, so no time to waste. I respect that. I totally understand that. So if there's any part of you, the hyperachiever, stressed out judge or victim telling me like 31 days, like what? Does it mean that I have to do it every day and then I will then beat myself up if I skip a day? No. You will have access to it for as long as I keep having that platform on which it's hosted. So I'm not planning on retiring that anytime soon. Your time is not, there's no ticking clock, so no stress. I know you have already enough stressful things, so if you skip a day, it's okay, then you just come back to it. Okay? The only thing I'm going to ask from you, that if you feel like this might be something you would like to try, then keep me posted. Send me a message from time to time, especially if you have like, what? Aha moments. If it makes you cry and like something clicks, some puzzle pieces click into place and you're like, oh my goodness, that makes perfect sense. That's why. Then share that with me. I would love to know. Because then by getting these messages, I know what is it that I need to talk about more. Because if you have a breakthrough, chances are there are other 10, 20, 100 moms who have the same ones and another 1,000 ones who could have the same one, like the same breakthrough, the same aha moment. If only I know what it is so that I can share it and speak to it even more, maybe even make another podcast episode about it. Deal? So share to inspire others. I'm going to, together with it, there's going to be a link into the Zen Supermom Cafe Facebook group, okay? That if you choose to, if you want to go through that experience together with other moms, with other women, then you can choose to join us there. It's free. Again, like this entire thing is free. There's no hook, there's no sales pitch. I'm just doing it because I want to help you. And it's already done. It's already ready. I didn't have to spend I did have to spend a little bit of extra time tweaking it and making it even better, but it's worth it. I know that it's going to help somebody, so it's worth it for me. Go and join us in that Facebook group, okay? I know that there are some people thinking like, oh, I hate Facebook and social media. I'm already scrolling, spending so much time on it. Well, then be strategic about it. Like, don't spend 1 hour on Facebook. Just come here, get connected in that Facebook group. Because what I often see also with our clients inside the paid program, the Zen Supermom program, is that once they started coming to our Facebook group more often and started sharing both their wins and their challenges and supporting each other, I hear it every day how much it's helping them, how valuable that is to hear from others, to know that you're not alone. You're not the only most terrible, like secretly trying to hide mom in the world, because there are lots of other women who are going through the same, even though you're trying so much like to do better, and it's tough. So hearing from other people like, yeah, it's tough for me too. Yeah. And at the same time, we will not turn it into a victim party where we just compare who has it tougher, but we will be supporting each other and saying like, by sharing those wins and breakthrough aha moments, it's going to be like uplifting thing. No judgment, because we all understand each other. We are all on our own boat. Your boat is unique. Like they sometimes say, yo, we're all on the same boat. We are not. You have your own boat. Sometimes it's leaking. Sometimes there's storm bigger than others. And that's okay. We are all trying to do our best not to drown. And it helps just to know and sometimes to learn and get inspired from others. Get the value of it. Okay? So I'm going to finish my blah blah here before I turn it into another 1 hour podcast episode, because then Sassy would kill me probably. So let's finish it here. I'm going to ask Sassy to give you the link to the podcast episode number 10, which was the first one about unconditional love and healthy boundaries. And you will also get the link to that 31-day unconditional self-love challenge. Ready? I cannot wait to see you there, and I cannot wait to hear from you what you're going to get out of it. Take care, Supermom. Bye.